Everyone remembers 2020 and the horrific things that came along, the economic problems, depression, and the virus. For me, it was a year of intense gaming, Hollow Knight in particular. I've always loved gaming, and eventually that led me to wonder how exactly they are made. Hey, thanks for clicking that link or thumbnail. I don't know what you clicked, but thanks. Stick around and see my game dev journey of 2 years and what I've been able to accomplish and achieve. The first program I wrote was in Batch script. I wrote my first Hello World. Felt like a god. Then I followed the tutorial and wrote a tic-tac-toe game. If you know me, you know that I'm insane and I overdo things. So I went too far and I coded a weird text-based life simulator game thingy, wherein the choices you make affects the outcome of the game. I know, very original. And I just got bored and trashed that project. So I was finally ready to start programming my own game engine from scratch. No. I used an already made game engine, the Solar 2D game engine, previously called the Corona game engine, and I created the first prototype of the game I'm currently working on, Mad Militia. Coding in Lua was fun, even though I was basically writing code like an insane person. I was actually using the first version of Notepad to code, and coding multiplayer was just very difficult on the Solar 2D. I mean, just to have physics in your game, you have to write the code for physics, whereas in Unity or some other lazy game engine, you can just simply add the components and you can just simply drag and drop components to your game objects. But this was not a problem, just that it didn't really fit the mechanics of my game, and so
go straight to the goddamn point.
I had to choose between Godot and Unity. Godot is very cool, but I stuck with Unity because it had a bigger community and a lot of tutorials. Before working on my dream multiplayer game, I teamed up with my brothers to make some games like this one. A 2D medieval platformer game where you try to rescue the people of your village from the crops, most especially the nuts. Yeah, it's a nut farming village that also grows other crops. And you fight snakes too, and bats. Yeah, you fight different tough and dangerous enemies that will put you at the edge of your seat. Yeah, it's basically about an Irish guy who hates his nuts. Yeah, apparently my brother hates nuts so bad that he made a game showing his intense malice against nuts, whose sole purpose is to destroy you. And this one, a 2D top-down story-driven game which adapts the famous pixel art style where you fight enemies through randomly procedurally generated worlds to find the cure to a deadly magical plague only to save your younger brother from untimely death. Yeah, he's a selfish hero. The coziness of this game reminds me of an old Pokemon game and Legend of Zelda, because in a way, if you look closely, he looks like Link. Despite my love for single-player games and the amazing stories they tell, I also love multiplayer games, which was one of the main reasons I got into game development, cause playing a game with your friends or family is awesome. So I wanted to recreate such experience, and so I remember the prototype I was working on. Yeah, I wanted to make a game that played like Doodoo Army, but buff, with a bunch of cool features and a totally different gameplay and stuff. And since I knew how to code, I could do whatever I wanted, so I killed off the shady art style, learned multiplayer code, was days of my life, added a tons of features to the game cause, feature creep. Over the past 1-2 years, I've acquired a pretty good amount of knowledge in game development, animation, hell, even music, and I can't wait to go deep into the world of 3D. I mean, I already made my first donuts, maybe after I'm done with Mad Militia. So subscribe right now because that will really help me a lot, or I will cripple this lamp. And I'll see you in the next... hey, I just got to 36 subs. I never thought I would leave 25. I mean, I used to have nightmares of the number 25, but that's by the way. So let's get to 50, guys. Let's get to 50. 50, guys, we can do it. 50. Adios.